Hey, it's Holly. Welcome to Living It Country. In today's video, we have our prairie farmhouse back sharing her beautiful Christmas home tour. I've shared her back when her home was a tiny home, and then she completely transformed it with making an addition to her home. And it is just so beautiful. So I will link her account in the description box down below so you guys can follow her. And I'm so excited to see what she has done for Christmas this year.
Hi, I'm Tammie. I'm excited to have you joining me today for a Christmas home tour on Living It Country. My goal this year was to decorate with all real greenery. So I thought I would give you a little tour and show you how that's been going. I have these little sprigs of greenery just scattered all over the house. I love the simplicity of it, and it's a little touch of Christmas. It was so easy to do. I bought these little evergreen Christmas trees at a local store, and I just snipped pieces off and scattered them around by laying them on end tables or on books, under my candles, and I used floral wire and wired some together and would place places like on the hooks where I had them hanging there. I ordered my garland on the stairs and the wreath above the fireplace from Balsam Hill, and they are real greenery. And I just followed the directions on the box that said to water them good before hanging them up. So I actually took the garland out on my front porch and used a spray bottle and watered it down real good. And then I brought it in the house and laid it out on some paper and a towel and kind of let it get itself all straightened out and fluffed back up before I hung it up on my stairs. And I did the same thing with the wreath. For our Christmas tree, I wanted to keep it very simple and old-fashioned to go along with our early American style home. And so I went with some battery-operated candle lights, and I think they're so neat. Each one has a battery in it, and then you just use a remote to turn them on. And for the finishing touch, I just used some gold velvet bows. Here's a random tip. I like to use my old basket here to hide my Bluetooth speaker that I listen to my music in. Who says you can't have modern conveniences in an old house? Okay, back to Christmas decorating. This is a little tree topper tree that I bought at our local grocery store that was selling them, and I thought it would look really cute here in the kitchen. I just wrapped the bottom of it with a coverlet runner, and I added one gold bow to the top and also the battery operated candle lights. For my primitive hutch, I also just added some greenery and also some pine cones in the very bottom bowl. Going into our bedroom, I have my old antique rocking horse sitting at the foot of the bed on a bench, and I just used some of the floral wire and made a kind of a little wreath out of the greenery that I cut from the trees and put around his neck. And I think it's just the cutest little touch of Christmas for the bedroom. I even added a little touch of Christmas to the bathroom by adding some greenery to the sconces. In the dining room, I added some greenery to this primitive pocket and also to the table to make a centerpiece using my pewter. Another random tip, I hide my Moji Life air freshener inside one of my old brownware crock jars. Now onto the mudroom / laundry room. I added a little bit of greenery in here, just up on one of our sconce lights on the wall, and also over under the windows, just in one of my ironstone pitchers. Now let's head upstairs and I will show you around the loft room. I've designed our loft room with our grandkids in mind, so it has a slight children's theme to it. But of course, anyone would be welcome to stay in this room as guests of ours. As we head over to this little children's table that I repainted in a yellow ochre color, I added some Christmas greens to the top of it just to give it a little hint of Christmas. These sweet little primitive dolls were made by a friend of mine that I became acquainted with over on Instagram. She lives in Ireland, and her call name on Instagram is My Primitive Cape Dream. I also have some vintage and antique toys like the little doll bed and chalkboard that I've found in antique stores, and even the little dog that was on the bottom shelf was given to me by my granny when I was just a little girl. This little wicker chair was an antique store find, and the rocking horse was made by my late father-in-law, Papa James. For another touch of Christmas, I added a tree topper tree to the bench at the foot of the bed. It has a single gold velvet bow at the top, and for the tree skirt, I used a coverlet pillowcase. I still haven't got my peg rail made for this wall over here that I want to eventually hang this little chair on, so it is still hanging on a nail. But I added some greenery to the top of the chair and gave it a little touch of Christmas. I've had these two wingback chairs for many years, and they've had many different looks, all with just different slip covers. This little game table I found in an antique store. It looks like someone has probably handmade it. Not actually antique, but it was so super cute that I thought it would just be a great piece to have up here in the grandkids' room. In the guest bathroom, I have a single little Christmas tree on the vanity. The cute little step stool and the duck soap and the brushes are all just little added touches that I thought would be fun for my grandbabies to be able to use. This vintage bed was a great Facebook Marketplace find. I still can't believe sometimes that I was able to get this bed, and it's such a great cost. I believe it was priced at like $150. I know, that is just mind-boggling to me, but I truly love it, and it is a vintage bed. It's a little bit rickety, but my husband has been doing some work on it to make sure that it's nice and secure for anyone that wants to sleep on it. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I know I just can't thank Holly enough for inviting me back to share my home again for her Christmas home tours here on her channel. I myself am a huge fan. I watch Holly's channel all the time. She shares the most beautiful homes on there, so I am just honored to be a part of it. So again, thank you for joining me today, and if you would like to follow me, I am on pretty much all social media platforms, so you can just look me up at Our Prairie Farmhouse.
I hope you guys enjoyed Tammie's beautiful Christmas home tour this year. Let me know your favorite part in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.